Well, hello again, YouTube. This is N7TFP with another unboxing. This time we're looking at the ART Applied Research and Technology Company Power 4x4 Power Conditioner. Alright, so I don't expect to have too much trouble here. Looks like we've just got pretty simple this may prove to be more difficult than I originally thought. Let's see, maybe it's this. No, this is definitely the right way. There we go. That's interesting. Oh well. I won't be using that box again, but I'll just tape it back up. This came from B&H, just in case you're wondering. B&H Pro Audio and Video out of New York. Got here in about 3 days in UPS. Just got dropped off this afternoon. So, again, it's rack mountable. Not going to go into all the fancy details. This is just an unboxing. This is not the most expensive piece of equipment either. Granted, you could spend thousands of dollars on power conditioning equipment. I just wanted surge protection and a nice switch to turn everything on and off that would fit into the rack, and this is basically just for convenience. So that's about all there is. They got a 15 amp circuit breaker on here, lighted power switch, and lots of plugs in the back, and the ones on the end are spaced apart so you can put your wall wart or transformers on there. That's about all for the unboxing. We'll go ahead and install and show you how it looks in the rack. Okay, so we're looking in the back of my equipment rack here at N7TFP, and there is the newly installed power distribution piece of equipment there on the top, just above that audio amplifier. You can see I've got a couple of things plugged into it already. Let me get this wire out of the way here. There's 2 plugs in there. Those are some handy things that I picked up from B&H. They're just about 1.5 foot extension cables, and they have 2 IEC plugs on the back of them. There's one that goes into this amplifier right here, and then there's I have 2 of them. You can see they split right there, and then the other 3 plugs go into these 3 pieces of audio gear. And it looks like one of them came out. I must have bumped it. Let me get that plugged in here before I move on so I don't forget about it. But these are nice because these little audio processors don't take hardly any power at all, so you know, I don't feel bad about splitting it. And that saves me some room in the plug department, and also reduces some of the cable mess back here. So that's what it looks like in the back here. Maybe just I'll back out so you can get a broad view of what's going on here. We've got the soundboard up there, the transmitter, the power distribution, audio amplifier, patch bay, and then the 3 pieces of audio gear and the tape player down at the bottom. And underneath there is the sleeping giant, the Astron power supply. That's the back. Okay, so we're looking at the front of the station rack now with the newly installed power distribution block up there, and everything's looking pretty slick. Everything that's up here is running off that, at least audio wise. The Astron power supply at the bottom is coming directly off the wall just because it takes a lot of current and it powers some radio equipment, so I wanted to keep that separate. One issue that I have noticed with this power distribution block in place now is we seem to have a new ground loop. There's just a little bit of hum in the audio system, which I'm going to try to track down and eliminate. But other than that, it's very nice to have everything powered off of this this block down here. Let me show you what happens. Everything isn't quite turned on here. There you go. We got that going. When I flip the power off, everything in this kind of block of equipment, including the soundboard, which is up at the very top, will shut off, which is nice because these don't have power switches on the front. So they would just be on all the time, 24/7. And you know, that's kind of wasting some electricity, so I figured it'd be nice to run that all off one. And this power amplifier has a little delay on it. you'll see these protect lights shut off after about a second or two. So it gives everything else a chance to start up so there's no bang when you turn it on. There you go. And we're online. So there's no bang or pop when you turn it on in the audio amplifier, which is nice. And, well, that's about it. So far so good. I'm not really going to review it because just kind of got it, but so far everything works as advertised, and maybe we'll see you back here in a little while for a detailed video review. Anyways, this is N7TFP. Thanks for watching N73s.